Hello YouTube, this is another video from Super Apple Forever. So what I'm going to do today is show you what's in my dock. I've always wanted to do one of these videos and I just decided to do one today. I'm doing this on the PowerMac G5. I got it about 4 days ago. So before we start, I'll just show you the specs real quick. Quad-core PowerMac G5 PowerPC G5 with 1 gig of RAM and a 256 NVIDIA graphics card, 256 megabytes. I mean, the 1 gig needs to be upgraded. This thing can actually take 16 gigs of RAM, believe it or not. So that's what I'm going to upgrade it to. But that's kind of off track. So what we're going to do is look at most of everything in my dock. If I don't actually open up the program itself, I will tell you what it's about. So the first thing is Finder. Of course, we all know what Finder is. It shows everything that's on your computer. It's like Windows Explorer if you're on a Windows computer. The next thing is Mail. This is just the Mac Mail application, and I'm not going to open it because I have some personal stuff in there. But the next thing is is Safari. This is the standard browser that comes with any Mac. You can see here that it's just a standard browser. I can go to apple.com. My internet's not usually this slow, so I don't know what it is. That's Safari. The next thing is iTunes. This is your music. This is what you use to listen to music, sync your iPod, buy music, buy movies, buy TV shows, everything else. You can just play a song in here, and it will play for you. For instance, I'll display this one. So you get the idea. It's just a basic media player and iPod syncing program. You probably have this even if you're on a Windows computer. The next thing is iMovie. This is iMovie 09. The latest version is iMovie 11. This is what I mainly use to edit my videos. So it'll come up, and what we'll have is we'll have I'm working on the unboxing video, so this is what we have here.
Now say that the G5 is the fastest desktop in the world.
I think the one word that describes the PowerMac G5 to me is stunning. It's stunning because while people have speculated that Apple might change chips.
Yeah, so just giving you a brief thing of what iMovie is. This is a great editing program. I highly recommend it. It's pretty easy to use and you can do a lot of stuff with it, unless you want to go a little more advanced with it. Then there's advanced stuff you can do with it. I use it for just about everything. And I'll use Final Cut Pro at sometimes, but I don't have it on here. The next thing is image capture. Now this is what I use to get my images off my iPhone, on my camera, or movies or videos off my iPhone, my iPhone or my camera. It's a pretty simple and easy to use program. It basically works with any device that takes pictures, and it's just a very cool program. The next thing is ScreenFlow. Now this is what I'm actually using to record this video. ScreenFlow is a screen recording program, of course, that records your screen. Right here I have stop, pause, and hide desktop and other stuff. It's got a great editor in it too, although I've been using iMovie longer, so I just use iMovie. The next thing is DVD player. We all know what this is. It's a DVD player. You put in a DVD and you play it. We've got the arrows here, the skip, pause, stop, everything. So it's a pretty nice DVD player. You can have full screen and everything else. Next thing is Skype. I'm sure you know what this is. You use it to call people if you have a Skype Plus account. You can use it to talk to people if they have a Skype account themselves. The next thing is a dictionary. I use this a lot for writing papers for school. You can type in like just anything you want to know, or any word that you want to know what it means. It's a very nice dictionary. It's very it's like basically going and buying a very expensive dictionary. Most of you might know what this is if you're into older Macs. This is Quake 3. It's a very popular game that people still play on older Macs. It's a PowerPC game, so of course I have it on my computer. Quake 3 came out in 2099. It's a great little game to play. It's not appropriate for everybody. I guess I would say it's very gory and bloody, but it's a lot of fun to play. Quake 4. This is the newer Quake. I think this came out in 2007. I play it a lot. It's a good game to play. I recommend it. The next thing is System Profiler. Now this displays everything about your Mac, everything you'd ever want to know about what's inside of your Mac. You've just got all the specs, the hard drive, the sound card, the graphics card. Just anything you'd want to know, it's in here. You've got your RAM, PCI cards, and there's my graphics card if you wanted to know. It's a G4's 6600. I'm going to upgrade it to another NVIDIA card. It's going to be a 512 megabyte. Okay, so the next thing is activity monitor, and this is basically iStat, but it is in its own little program. This is the program that actually iStat gets its information from. So you can see CPU. I've got 4 cores, so you can see all 4 of them right here. System memory, disk activity, and network. So it's a basic little program. I guess it would be like Task Manager in Windows. So grab. This is what you use to make a print screen or something. It's got a lot more features than just the basic print screen that you'd see on Windows. You can select something. Let's say I want this Apple logo. There you go. So you can save it as a JPEG or whatever you'd want. So the next thing is terminal. This is Unix, basically. This is a Unix. Mac OS X is a Unix OS, just like Windows is a DOS OS. So I'll just type in a quick little command for games and stuff. So yeah, just a basic little thing here. You can use this to play games. There's a lot of other like little tutorials you can watch on YouTube to customize your computer with terminal. It's like if it's Unix basically. If you know how to run Unix, then you know how to do this. But I'm guessing most of you don't know what Unix is anyway. But it's a pretty cool little code operating system that Mac OS X runs under. So transmission. This is my BitTorrent client. I use this for downloading torrents. It's a very nice program. It's very simple. It's not hardware demanding at all. It runs very nice in the background. You get what's downloading, what you're downloading, and what you're uploading in numbers down here. It's a very nice little program. It's unfortunately isn't for PowerPC anymore, so you'll have to download the old version like I have. But it still works just as good as the new version. There's really no changes at all. So before I used transmission, I used views or vase or something, and it was very hardware demanding, and it had a bunch of other junk in it that I didn't need. All I want is a basic BitTorrent client. So yeah, I've been using transmission for about 2 years now. The next thing, and one thing that it does do kind of funny, is it takes a long time to quit. Now the next thing is start menu, and I'll talk about Virtual PC first. Virtual PC is a Windows emulator for PowerPC Macs. I have Windows XP Professional on here, and it works very well. Of course, the only thing you can really customize in it is the RAM. The more RAM you add, the faster the emulator will be, but you have a 533 megahertz processor in here. It's kind of slow, but it works. It works for stuff. Not really that much. You can't really do any gaming with it, but it works. There's another emulator called Q, but it's not as reliable. So the next thing I'll talk about is the start menu. Now this is the start menu for Windows XP. You can see that it looks a lot like the start menu in Windows. The only thing is it's kind of like a little Java emulator of the Windows start menu, so it's, I guess, kind of cool to mess with, but of course you'll have to quit it. The next thing is Word 2008. I don't like Word 2008 at all, but unfortunately there's not a version for the, there's not I'm sorry, Office 2010, or no, 2011 isn't available for the PowerPC because Microsoft stopped developing, of course, just like everybody else. So I have to use this old junky version, and I do not like 08 at all. It's very annoying, and it's not any fun to use. You know, you already see how it opens. It opens in a little tiny window. Every single time you open this, you have to rearrange it like this every single time, and it just gets very annoying. I have nothing good to say about it. I do use iWork 09 on here. This is the latest version as of right now. I really do like iWork. It's very nice to use. It's got a great layout. I actually, most of the time, I do have to use Office though, because all my computers at school are Windows, and I really don't have a choice. Yes, you can save in Word document from Pages, but you occasionally get some compatibility issues. So you know, this is just a basic word processor, and I really like it. And then pretty much the last thing is App Cleaner. App Cleaner is a very simple program that you use to delete unwanted applications. Like, let's say I didn't want Q or something else, I would drag it into here, and it would find everything that was in the program, and you'd press delete. It would take it to your trash, and you'd empty your trash. But I do want Q, so I'm not going to delete it. So that's everything. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions about any of these applications, or if you want any, just ask me, and I'll put the link in the description. I'm not going to put in the link in the description for every single one of these, because I'm sure some of you already have most of these. I know it's kind of a bare dock. I've only had this computer for about 4 days now, so I haven't been able to add, or I'm not completely done customizing it exactly the way I want it, but it's a start. Also, if you're wondering, I have a custom dock. There's a lot of video tutorials that will show you how to do that. All you have to do is type in how to get a custom dock, and YouTube, there's great tutorials that will show you how to do that. It's fairly simple. Oh yeah, I actually have a video on that. I'm sorry, I have a video that shows you how to do this. I forgot because I made it about 6 months ago. But yes, I do have a video that shows you how to customize your dock. I'll put an annotation in here so you can see how to do that. It's pretty simple. But thanks for watching. If you have any questions, again, please feel free to ask me, and don't forget to like and subscribe.